All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Hajime no Ippo, episode 20.
And this is probably going to be a doozy.
Yes, Takamura is facing the reigning champion of Japan for his weight class.
Yes.
And this is quite exciting because the first match that we saw with Takamura, he ended it in one punch.
Yeah, it was a bit short-lived, shall I say.
Right.
Yeah.
And this guy's got a counter punch that
it almost took Takamura out.
Yeah.
Takamura is the underdog here, which is crazy to think about.
Challenger. He is the challenger.
And based on how the things went last episode, I'd say he is the underdog.
Right.
He stood up, and that was an awesome moment and everything.
Right. But because we haven't built up this other guy yet, because Takamura is basically the pinnacle of the human
manliness,
physique and manliness in Ippo's story.
Yes.
In a lot of ways, I'm having trouble seeing him as the underdog here. More of like, I've got to show up my stuff and take this for real, So I'm looking forward to seeing him go all out, basically.
Yeah, they could really do it either way. Yeah.
Yeah, because we've never seen him go crazy, basically.
Right, and that'll be really interesting to see what a boxing match between the best, two of the best,
some really good experience, huge boxers, what they can do. Yeah, so y'all, it's gonna be crazy.
Oh boy.
So without further ado, let's get into it.
Ryusei no aiga kimi ni Ishun no hikari o kutte.
Yeah.
Aie no yume o mite. Rolling go. Nani mo kangaezu ni ima o ikiru dake no boku o sasaete iru street song. I want to dive lost in mind. I want to dive lost in mind. I want feeling, Itsumo. I want to dive lost in mind. I want to dive lost in mind. Why, I want to dive feeling over. Ryusei no aiga kimi ni Ishun no hikari o kutte. Yeah. Aie no yume o mite. Rolling go.
Every time I wonder about that one person that comes into the video, like right as that happens, is like, all right, let out your blood gushing yell. Ippo!
Ganbatte!
You must stand proud!
Yes.
Mura, Takamura, Takamura, Takamura.
I don't need your help. Come on.
See, it's that shot, the way they pan it up, it makes him look so much bigger. It makes him look huge. Oh.
Threat of a shot.
Here we go. Oh, his hands aren't even up. What? Takamura! Are you just trying to just
putting his hands
show off? Oh! 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 Oh my god! Oh my god! The blood, the blows! Oh my gosh!
Oh boy.
What? What is with the insane art intensity being put into this? Like, whoa! Oh my god!
Holy crap.
Takamura became an animal.
Yeah, he let the beast out.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's listening. Yeah.
No way.
Wow.
Just like that.
Oh
Holy
my god. Look at him.
That big dick energy right there.
Wow. The guy is a monster.
Holy crap.
Hear the sound behind this.
Wow, what a start to an episode. I thought that was gonna be like the whole episode, but they just did that.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's way too cool. Seriously, Ippo.
And your blood went away.
I mean, he spit it all out, you know. Yeah.
Wow.
He's starstruck.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
And this track.
Cool.
Ooh.
Ah. Oh.
How could I let the kid down?
Ah.
Oh. He's not gonna repeat that. Yeah.
Oh dang. Oh dang.
All right.
That was adorable. Like just the whole
great.
sequence of
Yeah.
it, because he's basically like not a hangover, but basically like all of the punching, the damage and everything like caught up to him all of a sudden. He's just like, oh, okay. Like lost his balance and stuff. But yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. It says seed brother. Oh my gosh. Ah! I love these derps, like these just absolute dorks, just oh, so disappointed. Yes. I will look at the window.
Yeah,
Give you-
right. Let me tell you about how much I know. Right.
Good. Good. All right.
Cool.
Awesome.
Awesome.
What a great subversion of expectations.
Okay. Yeah. I was really worried there.
Me too. I was thinking that they were going to go for some angle of him being like, but you see. Whoa.
Yeah.
Huh. Him like looking at his fist, you know. Oh! And just walk out. Say no words.
That's amazing.
Okay, that was
amazing.
so good.
That was wonderful.
That's some visual humor.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
Brilliant visual comedy. Like, oh, hey, you know,
Yeah.
how's it going? Yeah.
悩んでるみたいだったから。わかるよ。次は速水さんだもん。資格がまるでない。
Whoa.
強いよ。あの人は。
All right.
Nope.
でも君ならば可能性はある。より君には誰にも負けない一発があるじゃないか。この花が
My nose. The nose knows.
Yep.
実は折れちゃってね。あの時の
Yeah, not something to apologize for.
Right, right.
君が勝ち抜いていけば僕らだって胸を張れる。
Yeah,
この傷だって勲章になるの。
The wounds will become our medal.
exactly.
Oh.
だからこそ君には勝って。
Right.
君の拳には僕らの思いも乗ってるんだよ。
Yep.
Wow.
頑張ってください。
Awesome.
Yeah. He's probably one of my favorite characters now. Jeez. Kobashi. What the heck?
絶対新人王取ってよね。
Mm-hmm.
小橋さん、大妻さん。
I love that he thinks of them together.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the same breath, basically.
頑張らなきゃ。
That's awesome.
プロ入りしてからの早見のビデオを揃えた。
ガードはやっぱり硬いようですね。
この後早見はワンツーを出す。貴様ならどうする？
うまい。そこでフックだ。
Whoa. And there it is.
Yep.
Yep.
止め損なったことないんです。インファイターのタイプは。
この言葉にハったりはない。アマ時代からインファイターと対戦した時の早見は KO 率 100% じゃ。
Jeez.
と呼ばれるほどのミドルレンジでの。
Okay.
Right.
Gonna learn new stuff.
Although maybe if he's expecting to fight a traditional infighter, then could he plan around that?
Possibly. Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
早見の手数はこれを買おういぞ。
Holy crap.
買わせたを言わん。パーリングやブロッキングを駆使して知名度を下げ。
Gotcha. Min-max.
All right.
Let's, you know, prioritize.
80-20 rule.
Yeah, prioritize the bigger things, yeah.
一瞬でも頭が止まれば格好の的じゃ。
Wow, this actually ties in a little bit with what Takamura did. Like, he became basically a leaf on the wind, you know?
Oh, sure.
And it's just kind of...
Oh, and bringing in the ending now?
Yeah.
必要以上にナーバスになっちまってよ。勝てる試合もそれで何度かこけてんだ。
Oh.
こんなにラーメン作るのうめえんだ。
Nice.
この心配なんざいらねえよ。
青木さん、気にしないでくださいね。明日必ず応援に行きますから。
そんなこと言っておめえ、前座の早見の方が気になるんじゃねえ。
水のガロンが所詮青木の前座。
なるほど。青木さんの前座か。そっか。所詮は青木さんの前座か。そうですよね。そう考えれば気が楽ですよね。
俺はラーメン作るしか能のない。
Oh, man.
Poor guy.
調子に乗っちゃって。ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。
They give so much crap to each other. It's ridiculous. Oh. Oh. Jeez. Buddy. It's just so funny hearing Onizuka basically, you know, giving this ridiculous, over-the-top performance. So, Gee.
Yeah.
Yep. Ah!
One home guy.
One random hole.
Uncomfortably like, okay.
この会場全部の敵に回しても構わない。応援する。
Yeah.
でも、僕と戦う前に生で見れるんだ。
That's a cool
参考になる。
cool aspect of this. Oh.
いいじゃないか。潜り込むタイミングも
ぴしょだぜ。
安川の野郎、あんだけ攻撃センスいいくせに手数出さねえってことは耐久作戦か。
Okay.
作戦と同じだ。
Gotcha.
And then it
So that's...
doesn't work, and he gets destroyed.
Well, I'm curious if that's an outboxer thing.
しかし早見も気が強いな。
It's interesting. Don't they look a little bit more angular in the drawing?
Maybe?
Oh. Jeez.
And here goes.
あの調子じゃまだまだ上がるぜ。
冗談じゃねえ。打ちっぱなしっすよ。
The sounds are so good.
Yep.
Oh, there it is.
お前がこん負けし
There it is.
Omayomu.
Shinderu. Nani?
And...
Oh. That's like, oh. That's like extra badass, you know, with the side of condescension, you know?
Right.
But just in catching his own opponent being like,
letting him drop. Yeah.
ah, Takamura, wow. No, this guy's like a motor. You just wind him up, and he goes and goes and goes, and he just keeps gear shifting up.
絶対に勝てない。何か突破口をつかまないと。
Okay. Awesome. Good way to end it.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm not gonna say it since I say it every time. I'll just, you know what I would have said.
Did you think that the crazy fight with Takamura did something different with the art, where the line art was basically like more exaggerated,
right,
and they
did a
even
lot of
drew
things to-
Takamura differently, like make him look more animalistic and crazy?
Yes, and just generally, because like we already have Ippo's fights and stuff, and since like, how do you communicate that these punches are even crazier and stronger and all that stuff? Because Ippo's punches are very powerful.
Yeah,
Like,
you don't want to just use volume to communicate
right. That doesn't
yeah.
that doesn't cut it. So, yeah.
Yeah, you're using a very customized creative medium to showcase, like you can do it in any way, but also this was a manga, so in adaptation, so they had to show it primarily through the visual medium, so that's pretty cool though.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Okay, well,
That did not go as expected, in that I thought I did not think we were going to get to a lot of the content we got to this episode.
no,
because,
I
wow.
thought the fight would go longer, but
But-
I gotta say, they've been building up Takamura so much to have kind of him be in an underdog position seemed like something I wasn't really willing to kind of accept. I would more like the idea of them being equals and just kind of going at it hard, but the stakes being higher because each of them, if they mess up, the other person can capitalize on it more.
Because they're that good. Yeah.
Right. And what we saw here was something where Takamura was sloppy in the beginning. He was sloppy, and he let that counterpunch happen, but didn't let it happen again, and then just performed flawlessly from that point onward. And it's a total rule of cool thing. It's super badass. It's
super effective.
It hits all the tropes of showcasing our pseudo older brother, not exactly mentor, but kind of like hero, badass hero kind of,
and just how awesome he is, and
figurehead.
that we can cheer for him and believe in him too. And, Yep.
And also just how crazed he is about winning. Like this guy's competitive. Like he will kill you. Like
that was one of those things where the ref saying like, all right, back
stop Takamura.
It's like
he let the devil out. He
Wow.
like I think it's actually good that they showed the line art to be a little bit more intense and dramatic and over the top, because it helped accentuate how just, I would say, ferocious he was being. Because when he starts and he's just weaving and dodging and stuff there, I'm thinking like, okay, okay, that's not a boxing thing, right? That's just him basically saying, I'm good. That's a cocky thing, right? Because
sure.
it just makes more sense to have your guard up, right?
Right.
Because you can still dodge the same way, right?
Right. Although he did have a reason for it in to make the other person, you know, get a little bit aggressive, right?
Well, I mean, yes. And maybe that is a tactical thing. I think that even then he could feign like being tired or something from the hit and then just kind of let him go for it. He'd just go and dodge, and then just deliver his blows and stuff. But he was basically like, oh, if he punches for my body, you know, that might be actually kind of difficult for me to dodge. But he kept going for his face, so he was like, oh.
Yep.
And I guess what he would do, like slap away the punches. No, like I love that it was a rule of cool badass thing, but it was sort of a thing of like, Takamura, you're getting a little cocky. I understand that you're good, but like, let's have a guard up.
Right, he was like banking on the other guy's cockiness of wanting a KO.
See, I think it's more like rule of cool. Like it's just like in almost every other circumstance, like that he's just so fast, he's so good that he suffered no consequence for that kind of display of showmanship.
Right. It almost makes me wonder because sometimes have you ever had that feeling where there's something that you're not sure that normally you would be unsure whether you could do it, but in the moment you're like, nope, I know that I can do it.
Yeah.
You know, definitely. and then you go and you do it, right? I almost feel like this might have been something like that. But the thing is that he's going up against the person who is the reigning champion in Japan. So, you know, it's one of those things where you don't want to underestimate them. Now, granted, he's aiming for best in the world. Right. So that's something where he's probably like, okay, I'm over prepared for this, and I can't
afford to lose here.
Right, I can't afford to lose here. I got a little bit cocky before, and I gave him an opening, and he punished me for it. But now I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just avoid his attacks. I know I can avoid it if I'm focusing on that. Right. And maybe the problem was that, you know, I wasn't focusing on it before, and that's how he got a lucky shot on me. And I'm just going to relish that because there will come a point where I'll get the opportunity to strike back, and when I do, I will hit him so hard again and again and again that he will never get back up.
It's something that kind of reminds me a little bit of what they showcased actually with Hayami. Because Hayami, when he was kind of teased and introduced back before, we knew about the ora shotgun kind of crazed attacks and things like that, but I'm not sure if I remember if they brought up the idea of the inboxer getting the uppercut, getting hit with the uppercut and then the barrage of punches afterwards. Because if you look at what Takamura did, exact same thing actually. It's not as fast. If anything, it's more devastating in terms of the punches. But it's the same kind of thing. He let the person go and overexpose themselves, and then he went underneath.
Yep.
Beautifully, so fast.
Oh yeah.
Came up with a gigantic uppercut that took out his mouth guard.
Right.
Like that. That's like some Hollywood, like Rocky Balboa. I just beat the snot out of you with one punch, and just blood. My God, that was devastating. What a punch!
I could feel that in my bones.
Yeah, Wow. Like, I shake now, just kind of thinking about it. And when Takamura just laid into the guy almost did the counter punch again, but Takamura weaved and bobbed through that as well. What I'm curious about here is the way Hayami has his movement and his speed, you know, and his fists and his barrage of punches and stuff. Ippo's, in some ways, might be. I'm not sure if that's the thing, but it's almost like Takamura is giving him some tips by just showing him how to fight in this fight. I'm not sure. But at least he showcased to him a ceiling. It's kind of a power ceiling in Shonen.
Right.
But I'm curious to see if Takamura plays a role at all in Ippo's figuring out a strategy that would work. Yeah,
I don't know. Could be. Yeah. Like, one of the things that I wonder about is that, like, what if Ippo ended up doing something? Well, no, probably not. Because the whole point is that Hayami's offense is just stupidly good, and if he ever catches you with his ora, you're not really gonna stay up.
Right.
because I was thinking, what if people just tried to do the thing of like go into it anyways, and then just hope that he can land one solid punch before Hayami takes him out, you know?
Sure.
But that might be pushing the bounds of like realism a bit too much, you know? But yeah, they've really set him up with a tough opponent here. I don't know how he's going to actually beat him.
Well, I think he's going to beat him.
Right.
I think if anything, they've, because he beat Kobashi, and this is the thing, because he beat Kobashi, anytime Ippo is going to lose now, it has to be due to someone having overwhelmingly good physical and technique-based, boxing abilities, or it's going to be a huge story-related thing with regards to characters that will either, I would say, teach him something, or Ippo being unwilling to learn something, so then the people that he fights basically punish him for not being willing to learn the thing. And so far, Ippo has had people around him that teach him things that he would never have come up with on his own. But Ippo's, I think, true strength is actually to listen and take instruction. I think that if he wins this fight due to learning something from, like
any of his
Komagawa or Takamura or Kobashi's like little things that he gives him little tips on, whatever. I think that cements Ippo as being almost one of the most terrifying sponges in shonen protagonists.
Anytime you have a sponge, it's just, okay, well, all right. Like, what do you do? What do you do?
Yeah, you just keep...
Yeah.
Just going for it.
Right. Yeah. This fight with Hayami is going to be very interesting.
Another thing that's really cool here is Kobashi coming into the whole scene and giving him a little bit of a pep talk and also kind of encouraging him while also giving him a dash of like, yeah, Hayami's really good. I don't see any weaknesses, at least on my studying bit, notwithstanding my style of fighting. I'm just saying he has no weaknesses. Like he has no obvious missteps or something like that.
There's nothing for you to exploit.
Right. So you're gonna have to slug this one out, basically. And in a lot of ways, that's something that you would like, right? Because you have those devastating one-hit kill punches. But one of the things that I thought was kind of cool was he basically put into Ippo the idea of there being a lineage based on the people that he's defeated. So basically, by him being defeated by Ippo, he wants Ippo to go as far as possible because
makes sense.
He calls right, but he calls their wounds medals because, and this is what I think specifically is why you call this a medal. A medal is something like an award, a trophy.
Right.
This is something that you wear as a badge of pride because of not only the fight in which it was involved in, but who delivered this.
Right.
Now,
exactly.
Here's what I think would be really cool to kind of showcase why that's such a cool concept is that a cool way to showcase it's a cool concept, but is to basically say, oh yeah, I lost to the Rookie of the Year. Here's the punch. Here's the medal that I bear.
He hit
proving,
like a truck.
Yeah, to prove that I took it. Like I was able to take a punch. I was able to bring this Rookie of the Year champion into the fourth round.
Right. We squared up and each gave it our all. And he ended up beating me. But boy, I made him pay for it.
Yeah, and it's something that I think it covers two angles. One, there's the stuff that they receive, the damage that was done to them by Ippo. Those are their medals. Those are the things that they wear. But their hearts are in his fists. So what I like about that is it's a form of the power of friendship kind of thing.
Oh, gotcha.
But what it's more saying is that the power in your punches is something that goes beyond just you. Every punch you're throwing is one punch that you're throwing for Otsuma. It's one you're throwing for Kobashi. It's one you're throwing not only for them, but like your gym for everyone else. So it's something where Ippo can then utilize the fact that he's a sponge and I would say show gratitude and honor and respect to those that have invested so much into his fists, have given so much of their hearts into what he has. So every punch, every time he steps into the ring is going to cement his belief as to why he's there and to how much he's been given to be here. Like,
Right, yes,
it'd be like,
exactly.
Like this punch, like this technique, I wouldn't have been able to do if I hadn't faced Jason Otsuma.
Exactly.
Because when I faced him, I had to learn how to did I say Dutch?
Yeah.
Dodge and duck in that very specific way. And my hope over the course of the show, because this is a long running show, according to the manga being so stupidly long, ridiculously long, is that Ippo his sponge will release out at different times things that he's absorbed in the past. So we'll get to see...
They're all tools on his tool belt. Yeah.
Right, the tools in his tool belt thing. We'll get to see, like, oh, there's the that technique, there's the that technique, and we'll be able to track it. And I feel like this would be one of those matches where he gets one of the surprise big tools in his tool belt, like something that he's like, maybe, I have no idea.
Right, like he ends up clinching Hayami so that he can get in close, and then breaks away and then manages to get a hit on him or something.
Sure, that's an example. I don't think Ippo's ever going to use clinching.
Probably not.
But I think something that would be like a real surprise idea from someone like his coach Kamigawa or someone like Takamura, where Ippo goes, oh, that's kind of interesting. And while he absorbs it and stuff as well, it's something where he has to learn it. We spend some more time in between fights actually watching him practice that. I really do think that Ippo as a show is done really well in the in-between fights, almost better in a lot of ways than actually the fights themselves. The fights are amazing.
The fights are amazing, but it's that, right. It's
like they're both great. It's just like
for the fights and everything that make the fights really matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you think of the whole thing with Aoki at the end?
That was just, antics. Like, it was great. Yeah. It was fun. It was fun.
Do you ever wonder if Aoki will be dissuaded from his dream of boxing by this kind of, like...
They could
bullying and fun,
like Like, maybe. I don't know. Like, because one of the things that I see being shown whenever they do stuff like that is that it's basically a reminder of the grind, right? Because the thing is that Aoki doesn't fully dedicate himself, I would say. No. Now, in some ways, he can't really, because, like, in some of the ways that the others can, because he's still got to make a living and everything. So he has the ramen place and everything. But he'll talk a bunch of smack, right? Yeah. But he won't back it up necessarily. So then what ends up inevitably happening is the others call him out on it, right? They talk smack back.
Sure.
Whereas Ippo, he doesn't talk smack, and he doesn't get smack talked about him really, other than just the whole thing of him being the young rookie,
Yeah, I think it's all just the thing of we've been around here longer, so we can throw something. Exactly. But probably in a year or so, he won't have that many people giving him crap for random things.
Nope.
If anything, I could be surprised. I would be surprised if this didn't happen, but people kind of come around and be like, is this where Ippo trains?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep.
That's
and then Takamura's going to be like, Like, that's going to happen. That's going to happen.
That is a good point. I actually think it would be a long ways off before they would come to a gym specifically because Ippo trains there. It would probably be because Takamura.
But, like,
at least for now.
I could definitely see that happening, though. Like, where it'd be the occasional person.
Right.
It wouldn't be like, it would not at all be a common occurrence. Right, yeah, the delinquents would
oh my gosh, they were so great in this episode.
Yeah, and the thing is, Takamura, he hasn't, I don't think he's really, no, he saw the delinquents, because the whole, the whole start of everything, but he probably doesn't remember them.
No, he could care less.
Probably. So imagine they come to the gym and they're like, so this is Ippo's gym, right? And then Takamura's just... like, he just hears that. He's here just sort of, like, grows in size. Yeah. And he's just like, what? Did I just... what? Like... And then
the chief basically comes and grabs his, like, sweater or something like that. shut up, it's my gym anyway. And he's like, fine. He just goes back to like just absolutely wailing on a
penis,
on a punching bag or something like that. And you just see him like just making so much noise that they can like barely talk to each other. They're like, oh, you guys see it. And they're like, what is that? It's like, oh, that's Takamura. They're like, oh, Takamura's here. And he's like, yeah, I'm here. And they're like, oh, awesome.
Meat. Yeah.
I really love the wholesome bit with freaking Takamura being like, thank you, and he's like, huh?
Yeah.
He's like,
You better not lose.
Yeah, you don't lose your next match. He's like, oh, yes, I'll do my best. And he's like,
right, yeah.
That little stuff is great because you can get the vibe that Takamura, given his past, given his kind of him being an ex-delinquent, essentially, he sees the wholesomeness in Ippo, and I think he's kind of inspired in a way to live up to a bit of that wholesomeness.
Right.
But the thing is, he's not a great guy. He's kind of a little crazy, competitive.
He's got his issues for sure.
Yeah, he's got his insecurities. He's got his own competitive thing, and he's feeling a little insecure by a new coming high school
with a giant
high school kid. Yeah, with his elephant dick. And the thing is that like that's great. And I understand why he would feel a little bit, oh, new kid on the block. I gotta shape up and stuff. But I love that the wholesome side is where you can see Ippo rubbing off on him, and he's like, thank you,
Yeah, exactly.
Because you get the vibe almost that Aoki and Kimura, they've been kind of dealing with Takamura's bravado bragging for a long time.
Oh yeah.
And now that less of the kind of posturing is happening with them, they're probably like, yeah, this is kind of nice.
Right.
Yeah.
One of the things that I liked is just a way to show that Takamura is not, again, some flawless human being.
Sure.
While at the same time, make like during his moment of awesome where we love him.
Right.
Is his whole thing of you humiliated me by knocking me down.
Oh,
you humiliated me
in public.
Right, exactly. In front of all of them, and I'm gonna make you pay.
Yeah.
Like, in some sense it's like no, I don't go down, whatever, and just sort of I laugh, and win with a smile. Yeah, I laugh in the face of danger, win with a smile, all that stuff. But the fact that he said that before he beat the shit out of that guy,
I was really worried for that guy's mental and physical well-being after that. Like he might have jostled that guy's brain around more than a couple
turned it
times.
To jelly. That was something that added to the whole effect with how they drew everything of him letting the devil out, that he actually added just in his head, you humiliated me. I thought that was a nice touch.
Yeah.
I thought that was a nice touch.
Yeah, in that moment, we were all scared and horny for Takamura. like we were all like, oh God, and oh my God, like he became a monster. It's kind of the whole thing of, like when someone's like bulked, you're like, you bulked up, Well, when this guy fights, he hulks up. Like in a lot of ways, it's a bit crazy.
Right.
And it was jarring seeing the art be so much, I would say, not different, but just it seemed exaggerated and stuff. But once they started throwing the punches and they showed like the wind currents going through it and stuff, I'm like, okay, I get it now. I get why this is happening.
Right.
And then especially once the fight was over so dramatically and with such finality. There was this guy will never fight Takamura again in the rest of the show. Yeah. Because he's probably traumatized now by seeing Takamura now. Very real possibility this guy is gonna have some brain damage now, like after this. Because holy crap. But anyhow, Takamura is the new champion of Japan. Ippo is going to be facing Hayami, the pretty boy with the shotgun barrage of punches.
And all the girls cheering for him.
Yes,
all the girls.
And
But the thing is,
you know what's actually fun? I would love to see the other girl come to cheer for Ippo and be the only girl there cheering.
Oh, sure.
For
I
Ippo.
thought you were gonna say have some weird circumstance thing happen where Takamura runs up and pantses Ippo, and the dong is shown to everyone, and then suddenly all the girls are cheering for someone else.
Oh no! I gotta say, it just guys, like, dicks are not attractive. Let's just be real here. Girls are probably, I mean, girls, if you're out there, like, just let me know. I mean, anyone interested in, yeah. But like, isn't the bulge actually like way more interesting than the actual reveal of, like, I'm just saying, yeah. They don't.
I think
good.
that's a deep, like, psychological thing where it's about, you know, the whole question of, like, the mystery versus the answer, you know?
Yes.
But
oh man, yeah, I had to go there though. I'm sorry, y'all. Thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction right now, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access. So you can chat with us about stories or just hang out in general and chat about whatever.
But if you want to keep it a mystery because you find that more exciting personally, I mean, that's cool too.
So yeah, if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.